Hello, I'm Gareth Kane and welcome to Ask Gareth. And the question this time is an absolute corker. It comes from Neil Kipps and it came out of a conversation we had on LinkedIn. And Neil asked, does the bottom line of cash always get in the way of taking action? Is sustainability seen as a cost or a benefit? Well, as I found out recently, some people seem to think it's both. I was doing a workshop, pretty senior people in the room of an organisation, and I started off as usual by standing by the flip chart and saying, what are the drivers for you taking action sustainability? Number one came up, save money. So I wrote that at the top of the flip chart and we filled up the rest of the drivers. Then I flipped the flip chart over and said, okay, if we've got all those drivers, what's holding you back? And the first answer was, it costs too much. So I paused, waiting to see if anybody would catch up, but they didn't. So I flipped it over and said, but here you're saying it'll save you money, and here you're saying it'll cost you money. What's the issue? And there was a bit of a difficult pause, and then we got into conversations about capital expenditure, revenue benefits, and all the rest of it, and we started to bottom a lot of that out. But before I asked the question, these guys had in their heads two opposing ideas. One of it, sustainability will save the money, and one of them, sustainability will cost the money. So it is very complex, and it tends to be a mindset issue. I've often said the biggest barrier to sustainability is 6 inches wide, and it's the space between our ears. So I want to go through a few different mindsets on sustainability relating to the finances, and persuade you forgot to go to the top of the pile of them. But the first one at the bottom is the standard approach people take, which is go green, save money. And yes, you can save a lot of money if you start eradicating waste, doing energy efficiency, water conservation, designing dangerous chemicals out of your product. You can save a huge amount of money. The problem is, if you expect a direct financial return on everything you do, it tends to focus you down on relatively minor incremental improvements, sort of squeezing more efficiency out of the system you've got, rather than making the big changes we need towards sustainability. So you will find it is quite a limiting mindset. I'm not just talking about you, this is other people in your organisation as well. Now, the next level up, some enlightened businesses have realised they can gain quite a lot of competitive advantage in the marketplace by better sustainability. So it's go green, win business. There's lots of buyers out there in the public sector and big retailers and quite a few other brand manufacturers as well, who are driving sustainability down through their supply chain. And if you have a better sustainability story to tell, then you're more competitive when you're bidding for those contracts. And what it does when you take this mindset is you start to see investments in sustainability as a much bigger thing, because there are immediate cost benefits. There's commercial benefits as well. The slightly unexpected thing I have found in practice is the people who take this mindset tend to save more money than the people doing the go green, save money, because they're expanding their ambition and doing more exciting things and get more reward out of it. The third mindset that the real leaders in sustainability tend to take is go green, grow your business. And this is creating whole new markets out of the sustainability agenda. So the biggest example is GE with their Eco-Imagination program, where they are investing a huge amount of research and development into new products and services, which they will save their customers huge amounts of energy or cut their carbon footprint or whatever that might be. It doesn't have to be in the utility sector either. When Interface, the world's largest carpet tile manufacturer, and one of my clients, I'm proud to say, takes fishing nets off a third world beach and reprocesses them into carpets, they're creating a whole new market of premium sustainable carpets that come with that great story that their clients can tell the world about, how fantastic they are because they've got these wonderful carpets. It's a lovely story and all the rest of it. If you take this mindset, then you're more into the sort of disruptive innovation type level, and you might blow away huge chunks of the existing supply chain into some of these organisations because you're the only one who can offer it. For example, when biodiesel production ramped up, the byproduct of glycerol destroyed the traditional glycerol market that came from virgin materials. This is a more sustainable source. So you can see, if you take that attitude of it being an engine of growth, you will make a lot more money than just trying to squeeze a little bit more energy efficiency out of the system. And that's, I think, as you go up through that simple hierarchy, the rewards come much bigger. But you must drop the "this should save us money very quickly" attitude, or you're going to be really limiting the scope of what you're trying to do. Now, I like to finish these sessions with what I call the triple bottom line, probably more appropriate in this one than other times, but the triple bottom line here is we have to shift the mindset from sustainability as a cost to sustainability as an engine of growth. Okay, Nick, I hope that answers your question. I hope everybody else got some food for thought out of it as well. If you have, please share this video with your colleagues, friends, family, pets, whoever else might want to see it. And if you've got any comments of your own, any queries, anything you didn't follow, anything you disagree with, then please put it in below the video. I will answer every single one, I promise. And if you'd like future editions of Ask Gareth, please do go to www.terrainpharma.co.uk and sign up to the Low Carbon Agenda. That's my monthly email bulletin with every edition of Ask Gareth and a huge amount of other useful stuff as well. And remember, whether you're making incremental environmental improvements to your organisation or facilitating massive step changes towards sustainability, it all counts. You're making the world a better place and you should be proud of that. Until next time, goodbye.